Africa celebrated Marine Protected Area Day recently, along with 31 countries on 7 continents. The campaign, which started with a viral event in South Africa 4 years ago, sought to create awareness and connect communities to marine protected areas, also known as MPAs. Known as the nature reserves of the ocean, MPAs in South Africa protect just more than 5% of the country's oceans, while globally they protect little more than 9%, literally a drop in the ocean. This is far off the ambitious target committed to by 200 nations 3 years ago to protect 30% of the world's lands and seas by 2030. Mann says in some international protected areas, industrial trawling is even allowed in no fishing restricted zones. But research has shown that the tide is turning in South Africa and that there are more balanced natural ecosystems found within MPAs.
Fish inside the marine protected areas are genetically fitter, they're stronger. And because we don't have fences around marine protected areas, we're actually able to see not only do adult fish move out into adjacent areas and help support fisheries, but also the eggs and larvae are able to move out. And these eggs and larvae are able to reseed areas that have been depleted by fishing. So we're actually able to support the fisheries outside the protected areas. And I was chatting to a colleague recently, and he was saying that the romen that are spawning, that are breeding in the Tsitsikamma marine protected area are actually helping to support the stress by fisheries.
She says one of South Africa's biggest challenges is a lack of capacity to support conservationists tasked with managing the MPAs.
We've got incredible people doing amazing good work around the coast, in and around our MPAs, but they need support. They need support in terms of manpower and in terms of resources. So that would be one challenge we face. Another challenge we face is obviously poaching that happens in and around marine protected areas, and the better protection from the enforcement would be helping that. And then the next thing we really need to do is build on community support. So working with communities in marine protected areas around adjacent to MPAs, and helping communities to really work with management authorities, look after their own resources.
But scientists and communities continue to call for urgent intervention to limit unsustainable fishing practices, regulate the climate, and save the ocean.
There is not plenty of fish in the sea. We have to manage our fisheries properly if we want to be able to make sure that they're sustainable. We've realized that we cannot keep pumping pollutants into the ocean. If we think just of carbon dioxide, the ocean has been an amazing sink for carbon dioxide. So it's helped to buffer us from the effects of climate change. And I think that the science is starting to be really, really clear on the importance of looking after the ocean, not for ocean health alone, but for human health.
It's said that every second breath we take comes from tiny little plants in the ocean. But with the health of oceans at risk, their ability to support life on Earth is at stake. Renee Heine, SABC News, Durban.